Some conservative politicians who have been skeptical about implementing restrictions in their states to slow the spread of coronavirus find themselves in a careful balancing act, touting the efficacy of the vaccine while opposing policy measures medical experts say could help keep new cases down.
It's completely unacceptable for either the government or the private sector to impose upon you the requirement that you show proof of vaccine to just simply be able to participate in normal society. I think folks that are saying that they need to be policing people at this point, if you're saying that, you really are saying you don't believe in the vaccines. The best thing you can do if you haven't gotten the vaccine, particularly if you're somebody who's older, particularly if you have any health problems, is to get a shot.
It's a better late than never approach to the issue, and the tone shift may be a positive signal to those who are vaccine hesitant.
But it's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks. It's the unvaccinated folks that are letting us down.
But as a leader of the state, don't you think it's your responsibility to try and help get this situation under control?
I've done all I know how to do.
At the same time, attitude towards shots isn't the only barrier to getting vaccinated.
There's a difference. The people who just are hesitant, there's a chance that, with the right information and if they become more comfortable, they'll get the vaccine.
Even with public advocacy for vaccines, state houses across the country are considering legislation that protects the choice of individuals who decide not to get vaccinated, or measures that would otherwise inhibit access to vaccines.
If some governors aren't willing to do the right thing to beat this pandemic, then they should allow businesses and universities who want to do the right thing to be able to do it. I say to these governors, please help. But if you aren't going to help, at least get out of the way.
Some states have proposed or passed legislation banning vaccine passports, or the requirement to prove your vaccination status when accessing a business or service.
Government should not require any Texan to show proof of vaccination and reveal private health information just to go about their daily lives.
Versions of this also exist to ban the requirement of employees to provide proof of vaccination to their employers, or mandating that students be vaccinated as a condition of returning to school. Other states have attempted to limit emergency powers that could be exerted by governors or public health officials to require vaccines. Some demographics, like immigrants, may be deterred from getting vaccinated pending the need to show ID at the time of vaccination. So with Republican politicians beginning to change their stance on vaccination,
you got your first dose this weekend. Why did you wait so long, and have all the rest of you been vaccinated as well?
Well, first of all, I had done the antibody test months ago and tested positive for the antibodies, and so clearly that gives you protection. But with the Delta variant, I felt I wanted that extra level of protection.
Individuals may decide to get vaccinated, but states are creating barriers at the legislative level that further hinder the United States from increasing its vaccination rate and reaching the goal of near complete immunity.